Red and yellow and green and orange, silver and gold and snot. Holy moly, guacamole, would you look at this? Look at this. One of the problems for vintage Spectrum owners is that when you need to replace your keymat, you can't, because nobody makes replacements. Nobody makes replacements. That is, until now. You can have red, white, blue, black, normal green. Escutcheons faceplates for the Sinclair ZX Spectrum 48K, and they are looking rather marvellous, if I say so myself. I'm really quite impressed with this. So impressed, in fact, I've set up a dual camera setup, which means I'm shooting in 30 frames per second. Please forgive that, but I feel it will actually show off better if I can do a close-up and a long shot like this, and this, and this. Marvellous. So yeah, they come. First off, I'm going to start with the black one. They come with a protective coating on, and you'll notice that these are a bit glossier than the original ones, and I've got the original one here for comparison. So here's the original one, okay, and here's the new one. Now I actually prefer the glossier one. Djordje said that he can produce them exactly like this, exactly like the powder coated ones. I quite like this. It's much more vivid. In fact, if I lay it over the keys like this, looks marvellous, I think. Absolutely brilliant. Reflecting the lights here a little bit abnormally with regards to the how it looks in real life, but I've got a lot of lights in here for the video. So what do we do? There's two other things as well, actually, in this review that I want to point out. I'm going to change the fascia on this one in a second, because it doesn't need doing. It's in decent condition, but this can go onto one that's missing, and yeah, I just want to show you it in action on, because as you can see back here, Djordje has also produced some membranes. This one for the 48K, and this one over here for the 48K Plus or the 128K Spectrum. And they really are very good quality indeed. So again, I'm very impressed with that. Now you can see the array of colours of these, and before we go on to those, I'm just going to say one other thing he's included here is a power switch. Now the age-old problem with the 48K Spectrum, as many of you will know, was that the power plug would become a bit wonky, because the only way to actually power it off in lieu of a reset switch was to pull the cable out of the socket, which didn't do it any good, wear and tear and all that good stuff. So this is a basic RetroRadionics.com switch, which allows us to just basically turn our Spectrum on and off without wear and tear on either the PSU or the socket. So very impressed with that as well. Okay, I'm running a fan at the moment, so I'm going to over double this. I'll put that to one side. So back to the faceplates. These look absolutely excellent. I mean, so good. We also have the keymats here. So the keymats look excellent. As you can see, they're really spot on with the colour. You could argue that it's slightly off in comparison to your Spectrum, for example this one here, but I think you'd struggle to make the distinction between that and another original Spectrum, which you can actually notice here that there is, well, I'm not even sure if it will come out on the video, it's quite minor, but the one on the right, the one on the left is a bit sort of grayer than the one on the right, which is a bit bluer, so I'm not sure if that will come out. And then when you overlay that and then pop the matte on the top there, you can see it's a really good colour match. But he didn't stop there, because there is also a black one marked with R for the RetroRadionics, and on the back the matte also says RetroRadionics.com. A lovely blue one as well. Again, marked on the back, RetroRadionics.com. I've got a white one. There are more colours, I believe. He sent me a lot of these. The white one is quite excellent. And I'm going to tell you my favourite in a minute. I think he's done a glow-in-the-dark one as well. RetroRadionics.com on the back. And a red one he sent me. He sent me even more colours in the escutcheons, the faceplates. So this is a big thing indeed. Having the original ones is a big thing indeed, because this is the missing piece to be able to restore your Specky. The ULA is at the point where they can pretty much be produced. The faceplates were produced previously by Rich Muller at selmaretro.com, but Djordje can produce these a lot cheaper, and these were a dying thing. They basically, when they died, you didn't have them anymore. Not so now. Look, this is brand new. So how's the look and the feel? Well, comparatively speaking, and let's pop this Spectrum to one side for a moment. I'll just go over to this one here, because then we can have a proper look inside. There's no membrane in this top, by the way, so just take the original faceplate off for the moment, pop it to one side, and have a look at the keymat. Okay, so this keymat is a vintage keymat, and you can tell by all the dirt and dust and all that good stuff. Feel wise, it's quite solid. It's as you expect. You've probably got one of these. The printing is over the top, slightly faded. It is okay. It's got a slightly rubberized feel to it. Okay, so moving on to the new ones. Apart from the colour, the feel of the top of the keymat is slightly slicker. I mean, it's still obviously rubber. And the keys press the same way. I mean, it's very similar. The only thing I can think of, and I am splitting hairs here, ladies and gentlemen, is that the keys are slightly slicker in feel. But that's not a problem, because that feels very similar anyway. So I can't find a problem with that at all. The membrane, I'm not going to test the plus one here, but the membrane goes straight in. Make sure I get this the right way around, otherwise everyone will shout at me on YouTube. Straight in like that, no problem at all. I've tested this one already with a keymat over the top. Works brilliantly, no problems at all. Every key presses without having to press extra hard on anything. I honestly can't find a problem with this either, so this is a good product. Again, the triple layer membrane, I haven't tested this yet, so look out for that in a different video. However, I suspect that it's perfectly fine. Okay, so we'll put that one to the back. So this is what everybody wants. Everybody wants to see some colour combinations. I'm not silly. Let's see what we can do with some colour combinations on Le Specky. Okay, now I'm going to tell you my favourite one first, which is a bit left field because I am pretty conservative when it comes to my Spectrum colours. I'll pop it on my lovely, very clean. Oh no, that's not my lovely, very clean one. That's my very dirty one. Put that to one side. That one doesn't work actually. My lovely, very clean issue 2 is going to come into play here. I love her. I haven't even comp modded her because she's so immaculate inside. I've not seen many issue 2s that are that clean. So we'll just pop the tails in here. La-di-da-di-da. This was this Spectrum was a gift from Mr. Lee Kings Ninja at nixter.co.uk. If you need any web work, go and see Lee. The tails already have a stiffener on, which I'm not sure if you can see here. Yeah, I'll do the close-up camera. They've got a stiffener on there, which allows you to push them in really easily. We'll pop that down there and pop the membrane in nicely. Actually, I was going to put Recom 7805 substitute in this Spectrum, but in the end I couldn't bring myself to do it because it's just so nice. It needs a little bit of a touch up on the white there, but anyway, I digress. Let's put some screws back into this specky. So, where is the saucy screwdriver, I ask? Yeah, put one in there. Saucy screwdriver, where are you? You're the green one. You are the green one. So, saucy screwdriver. It's actually really difficult making sure you're doing the same thing on two cameras at once. And the next screw, go in there. The next screw can go in here. So yeah, big thanks to George. I think it's George. It's Djordje. Oh, I don't know without looking. But he's a man in China, from Eastern Europe. A very lovely man he is indeed. Put that in there. Okay, so, like I say, I know this works. All keys work. Lovely. Played a bit of Manic Miner on it earlier. So, let's get a key mat. There's the original key mat, right there. And we are going to, not sure if it's focus. We are going to try some combos. So we'll get rid of the original key mat to one side. It's vintage, so it's staying. Let's put the replica key mat on there. Okay, so it's in the same sort of thing as you have with a normal key mat. Sort of have to wobble it in sometimes. New ones are a little bit there. So that's it, he's in. Now you notice the R here, it's for RetroRadionics. That was put on after discussion with the Spectrum community about you know, what happens if people think these are original and they're buying original stuff. It's really quite important that that doesn't crop up for a myriad of reasons. So George has decided that he's going to mark up all his membranes with an R, and also the web address on the back, RetroRadionics. And we will take that's the original one over the top. You really wouldn't know the difference. You just wouldn't. I'm not sure if he's producing the 4 and issue 1 colour, but yeah, those would definitely need to be marked up. So let's pop the new one on. And there you go. Brand new looking Spectrum. Nice and shiny. I prefer it shiny. I think he's going to do an option with the original matte as well. So let's have a quick look at some of the other colours. We've got a green. I do like the green. Let's move this over a bit so we can get something useful from the second colour. Okay. So yeah, green, a blue, which is lovely looking. We've got an orange. Love the orange. Okay, I've not taken any of these things off, so let's take those off. I mean, you can really see how startlingly good that looks. I mean, it's brand new. It looks better than the recreated Spectrum by a country mile. Let's try the white one, which is going to be popular, I think, because lots of people like to make their own white Spectrums, and this does away with all the problems of, you know, doing the white printing and sticking it over. Okay, put that to one side. We'll keep that one out the way because that's my favourite. The yellow is marvellous, absolutely marvellous. And again, take the protection off. Look at that, the Banana Man Spectrum, and you can see, look, the forming is perfect, absolutely perfect around the sides, and the tape is really good as well. We've got the silver or aluminium bare metal Spectrum for, you know, those Terminator fans out there, which again looks really, really good. And we have a blue, another blue, a light blue. I don't know what kind of blue you'd call that. Sky blue, maybe? Lost my time, lost my way in sky blue. So lots of customization things there. I know purists are probably going to be going, ooh, different colours, spectrum, it's got to be black. Well, you know, if you want a different one, you can have a different one. In fact, you can have one for every day of the week if you don't stick it down. I'm only joking, of course. This is my absolute favourite, though. This one here, which is kind of a coppery gold colour. Oh, I love this colour. Would you look at that? How premium does that look? That just looks excellent. Oh my god. I actually love it. I want to take it home to meet my mum. So yeah. Now when you start to combo these up, I haven't got time to do all the combinations of colours, but for example, you probably want to see a white one here. I'll get it in. A white one here with a white cover. Where is the white cover? There it is. White one with a white cover. That looks pretty good, I think. Okay, or white one with a silver cover. If anybody wants me to do a different combo and take a picture, let me know. I mean, that looks pretty good as well. I think that if you take the silver one off and then put the black mat on, that you could have a winning combo here as well. So get these on the bit that takes the time. And dun dun dun! How good does that look, though? How good does that look? That looks amazing. And this is my favourite combo, actually. I lied earlier. There, that's the one. That's the kiddie. Black keys with that gold. I mean, mein Gott in Himmel. It's wonderful. Brilliant, brilliant print quality and everything. I am so impressed with this. What else? Let's just take that off. In fact, the black looks good with all the colours. It's my favourite. Looks good with that one. Looks good with the green one. The black's my favourite because it really ties in with the colour of the unit. So yeah, absolutely excellent. So I'm not sure what else I can say about these apart from I am about to stick this one down on here now. So making sure that the other little camera is in focus. So what we're going to do is we are going to peel off the 3M tape like this, and also this side. Now before I did this, I cleaned the case with some IPA, but I kept the IPA away from the white ZX Spectrum because that will actually wipe it off if you're not careful. It doesn't even need acetone to do that. Okay, one here. And one here. Oh, bit of trouble here. I'll start from the other side, working around the cameras. The joy of double-sided tape. Okay, so pull that off. Oh, it's two sections. That's why. Okay. Right, there we go. Okay, so black. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pop it down like this. Oh, a little bugger there. Pop it down like this. And working from the middle, push out. And down the sides, push it down, hold it down. I'm so impressed with this. It's like really brilliant. Okay, now there we go. And you can see the glue is brilliant. It's an absolutely outstanding fit. I mean, you can tell that time and effort has gone into this. Time and lots of effort has gone into this. So there we go. My gold edition Black Key ZX Spectrum, and it is the nuts. One last thing to show you, and I'm not even sure if I'm meant to be including these in the video, but in the box George sent me these things, which I think are punch outs or badges. Here. So if you see this, you can see that you've got a little ZX Spectrum badge on the back, and yeah, you can peel the back off like that. It's got a bit of sticky on it, and you can stick it on something of your choice. So for example, you could stick it on Piotr Saxon flopper or something, or you could put it on, I don't know, your forehead, your foreskin, who knows, who cares. Anyway, these are quite excellent. I'm not sure why these were included, but they are quite nice. And something I did do, which is a bit silly, I know, is I took my vice on there. I took my vice and I spectrumed my vice. That's it, I've spectrumed my vice. This is Mark from Mark Fixes Stuff, signing out and reminding you to subscribe to get your fix. If you like what I do, tell others. If you don't, tell no one. Bye.